problem is they were losing all of them. They were getting punished for all of them. So if you're not feeling it, it's going to be very difficult.
Very important, those fights on mid. Between Petra and Daiki, I want to see some clash.
Crew Visa played a lot for mid space and a lot of slow rounds playing the entire map. This one up right behind the wall. Akita tucked away in the corner was great on the openers and succeeds again, finding two. Petra also up in window, drops the spike to only leave Issa and Bezerra alive.
And not much for them to do. Brim smoke up towards mid for another couple seconds. But Bezerra just looking for some kind of fight towards B main.
Mimi eyeing the line. Not overcommitting. Wow! Just the jiggles there. I think a dink through the wall and then another headshot. Secures what should be another pistol. You know, Haven started off in the same way. G2 win the opening pistol. They win their second round.
And then they win one rifle round for the entire rest of the game.
Right, so there's reason to have skepticism.
Yeah.
And yet, I think one of the bright spots that we see in this round, just like back on Haven, Akita so good at getting that first kill all the time.
Nice.
Even if her team struggled.
Let's go.
Now looking to convert it cleanly.
Yeah, I mean, you bring up a good point about the experience here. You've got a lot of players that have just been in finals straight up, as Akita gets another first kill. But you've also got 3 players that have been in here since the very beginning. Petra, Mimi, and Daiki were all at that inaugural championship in Berlin in 2022. Yeah, it's also not just the Brim, it's also the Vise that a lot of teams have shifted away from. The Thorns and the Wall mean that you're really only going to be sending in Jelly or Jujina with the teleports.
And now let's lock in for a second, because 3 on 4, and everyone is coming from one angle. There is a risk factor in this round.
Especially with Issa ready to swing off of the Guardian, but with that Guardian dropping, I think the risk instantly starts to be flushed away. Nice flash out of Mimi as well. As G2 just bundle together, have solid spacing, unnecessary as they just get kill after kill to only lose Akita in the entire round. Lineup idea is just hiding back because she's not with the rest of the team as a flash comes in from the other side. Akita in the corner, 3 rounds in a row to secure the first kill, but Daiki has a solid trade on the other side. With that forward smoke, Team Liquid have no reason to stick around. G2 are down numbers, but they have a chance to do some serious damage. Great first shot, and now they have control out of the spike. Jujina turns around as a molly falls down. A catch as well from the fade. Jelly and Jujina tethered together inside this circle. Still have to go back to the spike. Need 30 seconds to go and plant as Petra locks down another kill.
30 seconds left.
After a disastrous first map, G2 have won the first 3 rounds in a row out of a brilliant mid-round. I think the KO also makes it difficult for defensive teams to really fight over the top into mains early, because the knife is always going to catch 3 players. But G2 still have 2 players into elbow. Even if they've given up control of the site, even if they allow the spike to be planted, they can pinch back into this site.
They're committing it.
Wow.
Team Liquid want to win this round, and they believe they can.
Daiki already with an ult. Now a spit into the corner. Issa waits for it, but is knocked down. Sylvania still uncleared. Paranoia on the other side. Now shot in both directions. It's Mimi Nami to keep the snowball rolling. Have to come away with some heroics. Shot goes wide on the other side. Mimi gets one, and now into the site goes Amy, pulling this round back against the eco of TL. Holding down the line. Amy pulls away from the spike, and G2 find their 4th.
There's Amy and Mimi, 2 of the players that were struggling map 1. Coming alive for G2, and
early flash, fight into A. This is new from Team Liquid as the double dive goes into yard. Amy waiting for it. Wall sectioned off the rest of the team. Team Liquid have to wait for the Vise wall to dissipate. Now all of a sudden Akita trying to help out with the ult. Bezerra though holds the fort. These trades going back and forth as more and more fighters enter the fray. Petra and Akita hold it down quickly up to 5.
it is so hard.
Early shot taken from Akita sends her back into link.
This is a great time to go for the re-clear. Second that smoke drops, you go up, but Akita, she's so fearless.
Yeah.
Just re-challenges off of just a Prowler, fights on the other side as well. No worries for the youngster. And to always find that new player to develop. And all committed here, but with such little time, it should be a sure round for G2 with this pinch already coming in.
Yeah, this one does not look good. A Nightfall even spent for the retake. Makes things absolutely miserable. Although in the muck of all these smokes, this could get a little bit messy. Akita, though, gets 4 onto the round. She just used the ult last round and is now just 2 away from being able to shoot another.
Yeah, give her that defuse.
the Liquid fans that were going ballistic in game 1. You got G2 right behind. I mean, the thing is, G2 can't really do anything. They're paralyzed. Without mid control or a flank, they can't actually go anywhere if they're 2 players on B, so it has to be the forward hold. And it's only a trade. Now Hunter's Fury. Bizarra trying to catch someone on the other side, push them back into Jelly's line. And now Jelly ready to find Amy. Backed into the corner. The nade is down. That utility is just overwhelming. And G2 had sent these 2 players onto a mission, onto the flank. Team Liquid knew exactly what is going down. It's got to be Akita if it's going to be anything for G2. If they're going to keep it perfect. And now slipping around the other side is Jelly. Team Liquid on the board.
That's exactly the round I was worried about with this Brimstone in play.
Double dive onto one side. Is Mimi just going on a scouting mission? What's the idea here? No ultimates to combo with it. Just G2 stepping into B main again. And I guess full information of 5 players is valuable.
Does she TP into their spawn? She does.
She does. Oh my word. Wait, all of a sudden though, Team Liquid turned around, but that means Bizarra's kind of looking the wrong direction. Mimi now catches her. A mad round, and yet it's around her G to have them fully boxed into the site.
1 enemy remaining.
Only 1 left, and Petra from on high brings it up 7-1. G2 sort of sees the reins themselves on defense again, getting the job done in A.
Issa is not allowed to lurk. G2 have made sure of that.
Diving up into elbow, already locked into that area of the map, but now as some pressure comes in from the back of default, from up in heaven. Jelly actually left elbow.
Okay, guys, we need to die.
Yeah, my real concern is Bizarra in mid without a chance to plant the spike or potentially even die. G2 could be bullies here and let her live. G2 could really bully her and let her live, force her into a bulldog on the next round.
Fanya hide, let her live.
Cap that money. And yet they're going to go for the swing. Pad the KDs as Akita takes another for herself.
But they have the waylay ult. That's the solve to ruin this Brim.
And Vanya also has the Brim ult. I mean, there's everything to be able to stall this out, but the utility is overwhelming. She couldn't use it, so she pulls out her gun. Vanya gets the kill, and the molly goes down.
Every rifle round ends in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. Georgina was in spawn. I didn't even notice that.
Yep, a little bit of a Omen ult dive play there.
Yeah. It's not working, let's say.
You know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's a really good thing that we're heading to split for map 3.
So maybe that narrative doesn't work.
Can we get Baby Bay up here to talk about how to come down 8-1 if anyone missed? G2's VCT squad came back from 8-1 in the finals of Rebel Homeground.
Yeah. A, do they bore them to death?
And Mimi's op. And also, Jelly isn't going to go anywhere because Akita's going to get the kill. Oh, man.
It's fine. There's so much Valorant left to be played.
The beautiful thing about this series is that we came into it like, it's gonna be a banger. These teams always deliver. They're always the top, like in the top 3 in GCC. And then game 1, I'm like, oh, okay, well, this series is terrible.
Yeah, Liquid's gonna stomp them.
It's a 2-0. Nah, G2 just fire back in exactly the same fashion. Yeah, let's make it perfect. Okay, let's not make it perfect. 10-1. This is even more dominant than TL's Haven.
Pushed away by the drone.
It's always been a drone. As soon as the smoke goes down, a drone is behind it. TL walk on in. Now we've got a null command. And with Bizarra left around in mid, hold on. Team Liquid we're shooting bodies. We're shooting bodies down 10-1. Are we kidding?
Okay, well, they have the A site. There's a recon coming, but look at where Georgina is.
Why not? Just silly map states nonstop. Amy is waiting for this lurk. Oh, wait, no, she turned around. So Georgina will have that timing. Amy gets the first kill, and there's ults here now.
That ult does nothing, though.
It does nothing, but this dimensional drift is going to spot out quite a few players. The rest of G2 trying to move behind it, but Georgina is still on the approach, inching forward, ready to take a head off. And now a snap back from Amy gets the kill. Bizarra's on virtually 0 HP. You can't stick this ultimate. You can't get back in time to win the round. G2 are going to take it anyways.
How? They're waving across it. We were shooting bodies this round, Liquid. owning, like constantly just taking fights out mid and dominating there. Here we can see some more of her stats where she is dominating pretty much everyone in the server right now again.
I will say, look at the damage done on the KO on Daiki. She solved the Daiki problem single-handedly.
Yep.
Beautiful work.
And good for her. How many kills does that translate to in terms of damage? You're good at math. Like
16
7
kills. And then lose.
Back in a flash.
But it would deliver a better game, so
You're
I'm here
counting
for
on
it.
the fake comeback. All right.
Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Already.
That's a start.
Good start. Okay, but Mimi is coming back into the site. Rest of G2 showing up as well. And Mimi, there's 2 people working the flank.
And it's a retake into the Brim smoke, but the strong side is the flank. That's good news.
Spike planted.
How much can these players do? It was a bit of a brutal half for Jelly to start the game.
Jelly and Daiki do have a fair amount of utility. Bizarra, no one can shoot the dart because they're playing off-site. Vanyu is the only player that could have done that. And so now Team Liquid try to connect themselves a pistol round. 1-on-2 from Mimi with a reposition on elbow. Both players still looking at heaven. It's a good plan for her. Better shot out of Bizarra.
I think this Brim comp is hard on attack side because if you ever get stalled, you just run out of options.
The nice thing is you never get stalled because you have Waylay and you have Yoru.
And that's a great point. But I think
No. Okay.
Calm down.
Okay. I'm gonna slow my roll for a second because I was worried about Akita's lurk over on the A side at the same time. Team Liquid are starting to look the wrong directions. Gina is now dead again. Stop. Okay, Daiki. Keep it calm, Daiki. Keep it calm. It is now a 2-on-3 in which G2 have the numbers, have a couple of guns.
I'm not keeping it calm.
I'm about to freak out. I'm about to freak out.
Is not how this round was supposed to go. They have guns. They have a great post plan.
Yes, this potential crossfire. Actually, G2 fall out of that, realizing Team Liquid are going to eat up a lot of time, even just trying to get back in. Jelly has an outlaw on 70 HP. Goes for the shot, but she falls. It has to be Bizarra in a 1-on-3, and Akita will get 3 kills to say no, no, no.
Christy, she's emoting.
No.
It's done.
I still think the full stick in the final round of game 1 is worse than what just happened.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the full stick that ended map 1.
Sorry to remind you about that.
How can we top that?
I don't know. Let's see. It's 12-2 right now. Okay, well.
Maybe another eco?
Yeah.
Hero by Jelly?
Let's let TL win the force so that we can have the 12-3 scoreline. And then we can do another silly round to finish. We'll see.
There's still time for them to get some energy. Lots of Valorant left to be played. Here we go.
I mean, 3 players on this site. G2 not in a comfy position just yet, although as 2 players get rolled over, and he's not involved in the fight.
So what is she up to here?
And they're really trying to clear her.
Okay.
Nicely done. I think just jump peeking from the Yor actually spotted a shoulder or something.
Right here.
There's that hero gun finally arriving, but maybe too little too late.
1 enemy remaining.
Definitely seems too late. I don't know what Daiki's supposed to do with a Bucky. Somehow, we have had a more dominant map 2 than we did on map 1.
Have we?
Stop. Simply ridiculous. Simply ridiculous.
No, she's 1 HP. It's over. Right?
I don't like the words you're saying. Look, no, let's get the triple Bucky collat. Triple Bucky collat, no. All right, G2, take care of business. We're going to go to a map 3 and hopefully get a close game.
Yep, 13-3, 13-2. That's gotta mean it's a close map 3, right? We had to split. We'll be right back.